Hello everyone. So the time as I record this is 14 minutes past 3 in the afternoon on Monday the 3rd of August 2026. So I would just like to take a few minutes to talk to the Political Science Society of Mindanao State University Iligan Institute of Technology. Look, I like your course. Political science is something that every single person should know a little bit about. Not so much that they become, they'll have master's degrees in political science, but just enough. Like just enough to understand the fundamentals of political science. Here's the thing though. The title that you give to the head of your society is called Prime Minister. And I am of the opinion that you are wrong. You are utterly incorrect. Like, I'm trying to rationalize why you're using the title used for the head of government to use it as some sort of head of state. Like, what? I really don't know why you're using the term prime minister. The head of state is usually called president, chief executive, mayor. Like, our society's head is called the mayor, and that makes a lot of sense. It's a tiny area with just a few hundred constituents, and mayor, or maybe even captain, mayor makes a lot of sense in that tiny scale of administration, governance, and function. But you, the Political Science Society, as a collective, used the term prime minister. Now, okay, to not give too much slack, to not give you guys too much flack, there is one other society that calls its head the president. But look, president makes a lot more sense than prime minister. What are you trying to do here? You're trying to be pedantic or something? Like no one would really notice that you're using the term prime minister incorrectly and so blatantly incorrectly? This is a very minor gripe, but I am very bothered by it. A lot of people will absolutely not notice the fact that you use the term prime minister incorrectly. But I did, and I would like to call you out on it. Are you trying to be like Italy or something? Like, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni wants to amend the constitution so that the Prime Minister of Italy is directly elected instead of, being chosen by its parliament or its lower house. Like in most, if not every single parliamentary democracy or even semi-presidential democracy, every single prime minister is chosen indirectly by that country's unicameral parliament or lower house if they have a bicameral parliament. Okay, let's say Australia. They have a bicameral legislature. The House of Representatives, or its lower house, chooses its prime minister. In India, they have two chambers. Its lower house chooses the prime minister. In France, it's a bicameral legislature. They're a semi-presidential democracy, so they also choose the head of state directly. The head of state is directly elected by the people. But they also have a prime minister, and that prime minister is indirectly chosen by the lower house. Hungary, they have a unicameral parliament. I think they have a president, but, is, I think, appointed or elected, but that doesn't matter. The parliament still chooses the prime minister. You're gonna have to explain to me how you actually choose the prime minister. Do you Do you choose it amongst yourselves in a council or something? Or is that person actually directly elected by the people? Because if it's the former, as in the councillors of that society actually choose a prime minister, then fine. But you need a head of state. You need a head of society. You need a elected or appointed head of your society. And if it turns out that that person is your prime minister, then you're using the term incorrectly. Did I make myself clear? Look, this is not a consequential thing to do. You know, calling the head of your society prime minister. But I am of the opinion that you used it incorrectly. So either you explain yourselves to me, or you change the title of the head of your society, because, oh my god, who approved of this? Someone, like just someone must have like fact checked this, you know, like looked it up on Google on what the term prime minister actually entails. Like, come on. If you wish to be pedantic, if you wish to be pretentious, if you wish to be boastful, arrogant, or rude or something, I don't know, then be arrogant correctly. Come on. Make your your case strong. Like, make it correct. Like, don't just call the head of your society prime minister willy-nilly. You think no one would notice? And if someone did notice, why did you not act on it? Goodness me. If I became a political science student instead, I probably would have called out this prime minister thing during the second semester of my freshman year. Oh my god. You do you, I guess, Political Science Society. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I might post yet another rant video soon. Alright, bye-bye.